Hi, this is psychic medium Frank Maris answering your questions about the supernatural. Today's topic is going to be very disturbing to some people, but it might help others better understand their current life. It all started when Sharon wrote to me on Quora.com asking, in your hypno-regressions, did you find past lives that affected someone's current life? The answer is yes. I can think of two subjects that did receive visions of nightmarish lives. Those lives indeed still have a big impact on their current lives. Now, before I get into this, I want to reassure you folks that it is extremely rare for a scary past life to be revealed to hypno-regression subjects. Most of them are pretty mundane: a farmer in Ireland, a Polynesian native living on a beach, etc. These are revelations orchestrated by your spirit guides. As a hypno-regressionist, I have nothing to do with what you see. But once in a while, the other side reveals unsettling events to explain some things. Let me start with Alice. Alice has some psychic ability, so when I regressed her, it was easy for her to communicate with her spirit guide and to see and hear the past life being presented to her. Her past life vision started outside a tavern in a town in 1700s England. Alice's spirit guide then told her it was time for her to go to work. We walked into the tavern, and to determine who she was, I told her to look into the mirror hanging on the wall. Alice described herself as a beautiful and shapely tavern hostess. She then said, "I know things are not going to go well here." I immediately offered to take her away from this place to avoid any unpleasantries, but Alice was determined to confront what was ahead of her. She suddenly grimaced and said that a gang of men within the tavern raped and then killed her. I pulled her quickly from that scene and asked her spirit guide, why did he show her that incident? The response was he wanted her to understand why she kept refusing lives as an attractive woman, because she was so fearful of repeating that horrible experience. My second example is very similar. In the very first regression I gave Jeannie, a past life was starting to be presented to her, and she immediately got upset. I immediately terminated the viewing of that life and moved on to another. But the spirits really wanted her to know what they were trying to show her. That happened months later when we both attended a psychic channeling circle where two of the psychics provided details of a past life, where she was a beautiful, young Jewish woman. She was in a field picking herbs when a small group of Roman soldiers passed by. For some reason, she got mouthy with two of the passing soldiers. In reprisal, those soldiers brutally raped and beat her almost to death. That past life incident affects her in that although she's a very attractive woman, she tries to reduce her attractiveness by wearing short, butchy hairstyles and by avoiding makeup, all to avoid a repeat of that horrible past life experience. Even I have a past life echo from trauma. I was a World War II German soldier. So here's a picture of my German World War II gun collection. In my current life, I was not in the military. I don't come from a German heritage, and I'm certainly not a follower of Nazism. So why did I invest money in this collection? It's because I had an obsession to do so. I used these weapons in my German past life. It was compulsion, just like Alice and Jeannie had. Past life echoes are real, and they do affect the lives of some people. I hope this video might explain the origins of some of your strange compulsions. If you want to read about entertaining past life stories, or Ginny Belvin's family relationship to Jesus back in biblical times, not to mention her affair with Judas, or revelations of Jesus that came through Ginny, buy my book Transitions. It's available on Kindle or hard copy through Amazon.